Audio shrink back in the house. Hope to be back in here a lot for you guys. But yeah, you saw the last review there. Tried to put together a system that I thought for the money basically brought reference sound. Something that would suit a lot of people, regardless of taste. It just sounds amazing, and all of it was entry of the companies, even the cartridge for the 100C, right? So there's room to add to what that system was for not a whole lot of money, right? You know, if you wanted to, you could add the PSU to the Pulse Mini and bring that up to a very high level, because I'm a big fan of power supplies. But I mean, I gotta kind of just elaborate more on what I've been hearing with my little Pulse Mini here. It's not mine, but it's here. But being an owner of the Zen MK3 for quite some time, I got very used to the signature and what it provided me. And what it did provide me was an emotional engagement to the music, meaning it was just such a rich, natural sound with no artifice or digital glare, or, you know, just call it digititis, where you can tell that it's digital. Like, it's just a full analog presentation, even though it isn't, guys, because it's a digital component, let's face it. But, and I was using a couple different DACs, but with both, it just sounded superb. So that's really why I wanted to bring the Pulse Mini to you all and to the world, my opinion of the little guy, right? So I just thought it would pair really well with the entry-level C6i, because I was very familiar with the tuning of the bel canto. And hey man, it's worked out really well, because I've been able to sit and compare the internal DAC of the Pulse Mini and the internal DAC of the C6i, okay? And deep inside, I didn't believe that there would be a big difference. And you know what? There really isn't that much, but we know what little differences mean when we get up to a certain level, because these are, like, I gotta say, man, I am very impressed by the little Pulse Mini on its own, without even the extra PSU, the separate power supply, which would bring it up to a level that really no one would really need to exceed. Like, I'm telling you, because from there you gotta double the money, right? Because you add the PSU, you're looking at around 443, you know, under $5,000. But I mean, honestly, my buddy had the Zenith, and when he came over, he said, you know what, I should have got that one. Because you're doubling the money for this much. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. People do it. They have the money to do it. But for me, I always like to find the sweet spot. So I got to say, guys, any which way you want to use the Pulse Mini in your system, whether you want to use your own DAC or you want to use its own DAC, it sounds superb as it is with even its own DAC. The sound is rich. It's a very full sound. The top end is very organic, very smooth. No digital artifice, no rough edges, none at all. It's just free-flowing music, okay? And I was very impressed by it, to be honest. And I can only imagine when you add the separate power supply, because let's face it, Inuus hired out one of the most sought-after power supply builders on the planet, and that's Sean Jacobs. They wanted to seek out the best for their products, and you can hear it. Like, that's the difference that I heard from all the other streamers that I had owned, the Lumens, the Orliks, the Arenders, was the weight to the music, and that's what the separate power supplies do. I've heard it time and time again in my systems. Just the weight, the effortless weight to the music. So that's where the little guy is lacking compared to the Zen MK3, but that thing was like I mean, if you looked inside it or look at a picture of the Zen MK3, the whole right side, so 8 inches and 15 inches, is a massive power supply with a toroid, huge filter caps, and whatever, you know, whatever other scientific terms you want to use. I know there's huge filter caps, there's capacitors, and there's huge toroid, and you can hear it, okay? That's all I'm saying. Guys, for $1,800, I don't know what streamer on the market's going to beat it. The interface software is absolutely superb. The effortless analog presentation is there. The sound is rich. It'll be superb to pair with any integrated you got. But at the end of the day, I always like to leave the DAC out and use your own separate DAC. But if you don't have it, I swear you'll be very happy with this piece. So this is just a little refresher. I mean, I'm not going to have these components forever. And I just wanted to evaluate every option I could that the two components could offer. So I've the phono stage is really, really good. Dead silent, no noise at all from the bel canto. It can do high output moving coil and moving magnet. And I'm running the line in from the DAC in there, and I'm also running the USB to access the bel canto DAC. So it's been very enjoyable listening to my favorite tracks and just doing this evaluation for you all. Yeah, there's some really good stuff coming down the line, man. There's some boutique dealers that have been watching me, right? And they know that that's the only path that I'm on right now. I just really have no interest in the big box brands anymore. I mean, I left that. I kind of took a reroute quite a few years ago, and my system has basically, other than the tech there, has always consisted of boutique brands. And you may question, okay, Spatials, they're not boutique. Well, they are. It's a really small outfit, especially Clayton Shaw. It's a smaller outfit, guys. It's not a massive factory like Focal and all these other Dyne Audios, these types, right? B&W, whatever you want to call them. But, you got your Spatial. John's basically a one-man show with his little shops that he works with to build his parts and things like that. These are the brands that to me have sounded the best, and they're the people that I want to support anyways with my money, right? So, and then bel canto is a real small outfit. I think there's 6 people, and they're a design company. They're a technology and design company. So a couple people have reached out, man, and I'm just blown away. Like, so many doors have opened since I've started this channel. That, I don't know, there's that saying, build it and they will come, right? So there's some nice things coming down the line, and it's different than anyone else is doing it. It is. It just is. And I want to be that way. I just want to be true to myself, and hopefully that resonates with everybody else. So anyways, enjoy the football tomorrow if you're fans. That's tomorrow. That's it. Anyways, like and subscribe, guys. And if you feel so grateful, there's a super thanks down there by the text bar. Throw a buck in the penny jar there. Take care.